Alright everyone, welcome back for day 3 of the Pythion fusion event. In my last video I said that I really wasn't going to start on the event until day 2 so that I could get as much overlap on events as I could. So if we take a look at where I got to on day 2, I believe I'm at 20 fragments. Yep, there he is. So we're at 20 out of 100. So we have quite a ways to go. Artifact enhancement started today. I'll probably go ahead and complete this. I have some champions geared up that need gear upgraded, so I'll start with that and then maybe do a little bit more gear cleanse. 4775, I feel like that's higher than the last champion fragment event. I'll have to double check, but again, as you can see, we have more rewards being replaced by these anniversary points, which is not great. But I feel like 4775 is high. I'll have to double check, but I will complete this up until the fragment and then stop. I don't really care about this epic skill tome or the chaos ore. As you can see, I have 2,000 points from this Anniversary Titan event. I've made, I think, 2 videos on this event talking about how bad it is. And so all of these points have been basically rewards from doing the fusion, so I have not gone out of my way to obtain any more points. So these are all just from the fusion. It'll be interesting to see where we end up on this track after the fusion. That'll show kind of how many points come from the event overall. But artifact enhancement we'll do today. Champion training is done. In my last video I said I would be going for the 12k legendary book because I believe it's good value, especially since legendary books are so hard to come by in the game, since they have replaced them with rewards like anniversary points and mortal soul stones and immortal essence and these coins. So legendary books are harder and harder to come by these days. I think this is cheaper than normal. I think this is normally 14k points for a legendary book, so 12k is good if that's true. If not, it's still a good deal. And all of this has just come from leveling 1 stars to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5. I haven't 6-starred any champions to get any of this progress. It's just been leveling 1s, making them 2 stars, fully leveling up 2 stars, making them 3 stars, fully leveling up 3 stars, putting 2 brews into 3 stars before feeding them, and then I put 4 brews into each 4-star before feeding them and turning them into a 5-star. Should be able to show, I think I had like 1 or 2 5-star chickens before I started this. Let's just see if we have someone to upgrade rank. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 chickens. Everything else was here before, so 11 5-stars is what I made to get to the point where I'm at. And I will finish this out to get to 12k. What do I need? 300 points. So that'll be done today. Dungeon Divers is almost done. This is just from a combination of Ice Golem and Champion Training. I don't think I'll finish this by the time I finish Champ Training, so if not, I will wait until Fire Knight opens up. I believe Fire Knight overlaps with this. So, and then, you know, I'm not going to push for this Ancient Shard or this Epic Skill Tome. I don't care about these rewards. I'll save my energy for other things. So we'll complete this. Probably not today, but probably by the time Fire Knight rolls around, and we still have a little less than 2 days to do this. So that is all there. As far as the tournaments, Ice Golem I did yesterday, completed it. This is at 22, I believe this was at 2250. You see I got to 2315 and I haven't done any more Ice Golem. I'm not interested in Ice Golem. I'm not interested in the gear. I sold about 99% of the stuff I got. I kept a couple pieces that I plan on rolling just to see if they roll well, to be off pieces or maybe, you know, fill in complete set pieces, but not concerned with this epic book. I have over 200 epic books. I'm not really concerned about that. And I also don't have many epics to book as well. Yeah, so Fire Night starts in 17 hours, so this will overlap with Dungeon Divers. So Dungeon Divers will still be live by the time this goes up, so I'll wait till Fire Night opens, run Fire Night, complete Dungeon Divers, and then run Fire Night up until the fragments. Probably be the same as Ice Golem, probably be 2250. I don't anticipate there to be a better 2750 reward, so if it's the same reward track or if it's the same epic book at the top, I'm just going to stop at the fragments, even though Fire Knight does drop better gear than Ice Golem. I'm just not interested in spending the energy right now, so I'll stop there for Fire Knight most likely, unless there's a legendary book, then I'll grab it. Classic Arena, this started today. I'm almost done. I've just run my 10 battles I had that regenerated overnight while I was sleeping. I had a arena refill from the daily login, and I've just been using tokens as they've regenerated. This will be done. This is super easy. Like I said before, easiest event by far in any fusion. So this will get done no problem today. And then Champion Chase. So I've claimed the first tier, 396. This is all from pulling mystery shards and buying champions from the market. So if we take a look at that real quick, see there's some spaces here. I think only one of these was a mystery shard. The rest were 2-star champions. The 2 stars count the same as the 1 star, so I could buy these, but I don't really feel like leveling these into 2 because I'm done with champion training. So yeah, 396 points from just pulling green shards and buying champions from the market, I think is pretty good. And I've kind of held off on doing this so far because I just know my shard luck is not going to be good, so I'm just kind of delaying the disappointment that I'm going to get from pulling shards. I know it's 2x Ancients, but again, you know, 1% for a legendary, 16% for an epic. The odds are not in your favor to pull epics or legendaries, and certainly not to pull good ones. So I'm just kind of holding off. I will make a separate shard video just because I know people like watching shard videos, whether you get something really good or whether you get trash, and you tell people, don't do what I did, don't pull this many shards. The plan is still the same. Depending on how good my shard pulls are, I definitely don't plan on going for the 5,500 book. 3,000 book is a maybe. It really just depends on my the champions I pull and my rates. You know, worst case scenario, rares, which you still have an 83% chance of pulling. Rares are 10 points. I don't plan on dropping my Ancients below 150, just in the event that they drop a guaranteed legendary champion for Ancients, which historically has been 150. So 37 shards I'll be pulling here. Worst case scenario, I get 37 rares. That's 370 points. That'd be awful. And then I'll probably pull 7 voids. Worst case scenario there is 350 points, because it's 50 points for a void rare. So 700 worst case scenario. That's only going to get me to 1,000. And then I really don't want to pull a lot of sacreds. So hopefully RNG is on my side and I can pull. I would like to pull at least 10 epics from 37 shards. I know that's not statistically the rate, but I would like to pull 10 epics. That would be 2,500 points. That would put me over the cap and closer to the legendary book. I believe it's 250 per epic. Let me just double check. Yeah, I would love to pull 10 epics. That would get me where I need to be. And if I pull 10 epics, then I'm definitely getting the first legendary book. Even 5 epics would be okay. Not ideal, but 10 epics would be the dream. And I don't care if they're good or not. I don't expect them to be good. A legendary would be great. I believe I'm about 60 or 70 shards from Mercy. So it'll be interesting to see if we pull a legendary before we hit max Mercy counter. I kind of hope we don't, just because in the event that there is a guaranteed legendary or a 2-for-1 legendary from Ancient Shards, I know how many I have to pull to get there. But yeah, it's really RNG. I mean, I would hate to pull 37 shards and get 37 rares, but it's possible. It could happen. I just don't want it to happen because I don't want to dig into my voids or my sacreds, just because we also have a summon rush event that I'll need to take place in. And because I don't buy any shards, you know, all of these shards, you know, if you know anything about the game, you'll be like, holy shit, how did he get 54 sacreds? You know, is he buying these? None of these were bought. All of these came from Clan Boss. All of the voids came from Clan Boss. All of the ancients came from Clan Boss. So I don't buy shards anymore. I haven't bought shards in a really long time. Probably closer to a year and a half. I haven't bought shards. So yeah, all of these shards come from Clan Boss, and you know, even those aren't guaranteed. I mean, you're not guaranteed to get a sacred from Clan Boss every day. You're not guaranteed to get a void. Some days I get no shards, and then that's really depressing. But that's why I'm trying to min-max my shard pools, because I don't buy shards. I don't plan on buying shards, and I don't want to buy shards. So it's important to not dump all these just in the sake of getting points or just in the sake of getting views, because I do want to participate in future events. I do want to participate in stuff that's unannounced, because they'll do that. You know, they'll do a 2x ancient shard this weekend, right? And then I guarantee you next week it'll be a 2-for-1 legendary for ancients, or it'll be a guaranteed champion for ancients. You know, they love to bait players with these 2x events and then release something you know, equally as enticing or better the following week or 2 weeks, and then everyone's already pulled their shards because they think 2x is my best chance of pulling epics, my best chance of pulling legendaries, so I'm pulling all 187. And then next week an event comes around and you don't have any shards. So it happens. I guarantee you it'll happen. So that's why I'm trying to min-max this. So that is the plan for today. Finish artifact enhancement, finish champ training, not finish dungeon divers because we're waiting for Fire Knight. So hold off on that. Classic Arena will be done. Champion Chase will be done. I'll release a separate video with my shard pulls. Ice Golem's already done, and then this will be done tomorrow. So with all that, we will be fully caught up and good to go. Still sitting on a good amount of energy. I think this was at like 42, 43,000 when I started. I've gained a good bit of silver, about 10-ish million silver, picked up some more gems from the rewards. 11 5-star chickens is good. You know, that'll help me. And I don't plan on 6-starring anyone. One, because I don't need the points, and it's worth a lot of points. But two is that was my main goal initially, was to make a bunch of food champions, and then we also have a second champion training event coming up during this fusion. So when that rolls around, that's when I'll start 6-starring champions to get some quick points, a lot of points really fast to kind of breeze through that event quicker. And then also, you can never have too many 60s. I don't know who I'll be 6-starring. Probably Ginbo. I've been wanting to try him out in Arena as an Arena nuker, just so I can hit any team and not have to worry about affinity. Skull Lord is an option for his provoke. Where is it? Yeah, his provoke. And just because his base stats are insane. I know I have this gear on him, but actually I won't show it here. Let's see. Yeah, base HP of 27k, 1300 defense, 107 speed, 90 resist, 70 accuracy. I mean, I don't think you'll see a champ with crazier base stats than this. So probably 6-star him, build him for Hydra, and yeah, AoE decrease attack will be good, provoke strengthen will be good, and then this, it's just funny to watch him repeat this skill. Sometimes he'll go 3, 4, 5, 6 turns in a row just smacking away, so he's an option. And then I have some other champions in the vault. Get any? Yep, so we got some 2-stars. I'm gonna buy these. That one. A lot of 2-stars. Buy the shard, buy the shard. These guys will be food, and they're adding from my champ chase. Another shard. Alright, so that's going to be the video, and what I plan on doing on day 3. Make sure to comment below where you guys are at in the fusion, if you've completed more than I have, if you've completed less than I have, if you're stuck anywhere. What are you finding the most challenging? If you've already pulled shards for the champion chase, did you pull any good legendaries? Did you pull any good epics? Did you pull any good rares? Yeah, so just let me know down in the comments. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more raid content, and I'll be back for day 4.